Good afternoon, everybody. How are you? Hope you're enjoying your hump day. I just found out today's Wednesday. I had no idea it was Wednesday. All day I'm thinking it's Thursday, but lo and behold, it's Wednesday. Hope you're enjoying your day. It's me, Z. You can follow along on all Disruption Network social media platforms. Shout out to my sponsors, EJA Moving Service. When you're ready to move and relocate, hit up Eddie and his crew at 315-335-0516 or ejamoving.com. They pretty much will move whatever the hell you need to be moved. They'll even drive your car to wherever the hell the car needs to be driven to. They do that stuff. They do a lot of great services. They're awesome people. They wear back braces. They're respectable young men. They say ma'am and sir. They wear masks. I mean, they're just awesome people. You should definitely check them out. ejamoving.com. Check them out online when you're ready to move and relocate. Shout out to my attorney, Dave Longarette, has been keeping me out of trouble for about 35 years. Give him a call today for legal advice at 315-735-6162. Shout out to Utica Coffee. Today I'm drinking the Brazil. It's so good. You like it, Jenny?
I love Utica Coffee.
I love it too.
I'm absolutely obsessed with them. Like that's my crack in the cup right there. Woo.
They totally made me a coffee snob.
Yeah.
Because before I was drinking like Maxwell House or Folgers or even crappy Dunkin' Donuts.
I can't do it now. I
can't do Dunkin'
Donuts. I have
Donuts.
to do like their Adirondack blueberry or that raspberry dark chocolate one.
Oh yeah. This right here, the Brazilian, gives you a little zing.
Right.
And I like to make it strong. I don't measure anything because I'm Italian, so you just pour shit, just like, and then see. So in a little bit, you're going to be running around in circles. So.
I live right by the Utica Coffee in Clinton, so they know me very well. I actually got artwork up in there too. So.
Are you a regular to the fact that like you walk in and they're already
like,
pouring your drink?
They're like, hey Jenny, like they're some of the best like customer service I've ever experienced in my life. Like the girls there are just like so awesome. Like I makes my day. They actually talk to me like I'm a human somehow.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a first.
Yeah, I mean I'm a redhead. You know, people are like, ugh. Yeah.
Also, I got to give a shout out to Saranac because Saranac keeps me hydrated all the time.
Oh yeah,
love Utica Club. Love this. I love the seltzers. I've been a big seltzer fan. I know you're a seltzer fan too. You're drinking White Claw as you come walking in here, the rock star that you are.
I don't like drinking White Claw. I have celiac disease, so life robbed me of my Utica Club days. I love Utica Club, dude. Like I love Saranac. I love everything. Like they always got this like those new IPAs. Like oh god, I could bathe in that too. Yeah.
But you're into the seltzers though, right?
Yeah, I have to be. Not because I want to. It's because I will get like physically sick in the actual reaction.
Copy that.
Yeah, it's like I can't eat pizza. You know, then you do eat the gluten-free pizza. It's like having sex with a condom on or just a tip. It's just terrible.
Just a tip. You can't really do that.
Yeah, it's not the same.
Seltzer changed the drinking game, didn't they? The whole seltzer brand, White Claw like surpassed Bud Light and all those big beer companies.
I don't know why. I mean, like, it ain't no laws when you're drinking claws. Like, come on, like that really, it's gimmicky. Like, I got obsessed with the memes. I definitely will say that. I was obsessed with the meme lifestyle. But no, I don't drink this because I want to.
Is that a meme? There ain't no law when it comes to drinking the claw.
Wait, you don't know? You don't know?
I don't know. Pay attention to memes.
Where the hell have you been? It was so last
I'm in
summer.
my bubble. Like I'm in this bubble that like nobody could burst it either. It's like I like my bubble right now.
That's great. I like your
bubble. I don't pay
too.
attention to much other
Thanks
than.
for letting me pass through your bubble.
No
I appreciate
problem.
it.
No problem.
But yeah, no, I never started drinking these things because I was like, ooh, I had to start drinking them like 2 summers before they became popular because I couldn't drink beer because I would get like some weird ass reaction. You know, I'm like,
would you get brutally sick?
Yeah. It's like seriously, the worst hangovers of my life were always from drinking beer, which sucks. I love like IPAs, I love craft beer, and now I just have to stare at them.
Can you drink booze? Can you drink liquor?
I can't really drink. I used to be obsessed with Jameson. Mm-hmm. I mean, I occasionally
you can't drink Jameson anymore?
Occasionally, I'll do the Jameson. It's kind of like being a recovering addict. Like, oh, I'm gonna get some Jameson shots in me. But then afterwards, it's like, yeah, I will have really bad hangovers. And like to communicate what celiac does to a person is that it creates a lot of inflammation in your body. It's a small intestine type thing, and then you can either throw up or you get diarrhea. That's really sexy, or you vomit. Vomiting's really, really, really sexy.
Yeah.
Like, hey, buddy, want to come over so I can throw up on your face? Meow. No. So, yeah, I have to stay away from my favorite
Well, at
vices.
least you know, right? You know your limits. Do you know your limits?
Yeah, I mean, I seriously stay away from gluten as much as possible because if I don't, it could be brain fog. It's just, it's such a boring topic. Nobody wants to hear about it. Let's talk about something else, yeah.
Have you been drinking more since this pandemic started or drinking less?
How about this? So when I got fired, not really fired, I was laid off of work because I work at some college around here. somewhere around here, and I was a cook. And what happened was they had to lay off everybody.
Stick with the Southern accent.
Oh, the Southern accent. So yeah, let me get a couple drinks. I'll start talking Southern because I am from Georgia. But anyway, so yeah, I got laid off of work because of the COVID. You know, everybody got laid off of work, and I didn't know what to do with myself. I got depressed, and so I just posted on Facebook, like, is it okay that I'm drinking vodka at 8 o'clock in the morning? It's like vodka's the new coffee, and everybody else is like, so am I. Everybody was like, yeah, woo! So I was like, wow. And then you get to have this fantasy of like being a tormented artist. Like, I want to be drunk all the time. And then you just end up sober one day. You're just like, wow, I'm sick of drinking. Did you ever hit that wall?
Yeah, I did hit that wall, actually.
Yeah.
It was a party when the pandemic first started, like March and April last year.
Yeah.
When it first started, all the way to about May. And then I was drinking religiously every day, every night, going live on Facebook, shaving my body.
Yeah, I remember you did the half. I was like, what are you doing?
I went nuts.
I did too, man. I was like, I've never in my whole life got paid more money than I ever would, like doing overtime. I got paid more money to sit at home, and I was being paid to be an alcoholic. It was insane. Like, are you serious?
Because the unemployment, you mean?
Yeah, because they give you the extra $600 a week, and I already got unemployment, so I was getting all this princess money to be a rock star, and wear PJs every day. Like, seriously, the first thing I did when COVID first happened, I went and I washed all my PJs. It's the only thing I cared about. I was like, I don't have to wear jeans. I don't have to dress up. I don't have to do anything.
Right.
Anything.
And you brought your slippers today. Actually.
Yeah, always. Got to live the rock star princess lifestyle. Here we are. Utica hashtag.
But is your drinking? Are you drinking excessively now, or is it in check?
No, God, no. Like, I'm actually, I'm back at work, so I have to adult. When you work in the kitchen, you can't be a raging alcoholic because
I feel like most people that work in the kitchen are raging alcoholics.
Well, it's the business, But no, I would actually, my job kicks my ass in a good way where I just have like maybe one or two, like a nightcap, go home, and then just pass out. Like, I'm passed out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like fat kid camp. It's like, oh, you want to lose weight, go work in the kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're not losing weight and you're working in the kitchen, you need to go somewhere else.
Yeah.
Seriously.
I think you're my most comfortable guest ever. Like the one who's ever been the most comfortable ever in there. Yeah. You've found different ways on how to utilize that chair.
I can't believe nobody sits like this. It's like
you're the only one. So make yourself at home.
Yeah, it's great to be a legend, I guess.
Yeah, maybe your assistant can bring you a drink or something.
Yes.
She brought an assistant, by the way.
I brought my personal assistant, Tiana.
Yep, Tiana's here.
She's my therapy blanket.
Your emotional support system.
Yes.
Yes, and. Pretty much the only advice she gives you is she flips you the middle finger.
Yeah, she does. She's
like,
kind of like very silent a lot. It's great. It's so I can talk all the time, and she just pretends to listen.
That's pretty much what you need.
Yeah, it's funny because I'm a narcissist.
Do you think she listens to you? Do you think she tunes you out?
Of course. Well, I mean, do you?
She don't want to be on camera.
She paused. She paused. Like, She had to think about that. Wow, I just learned that. We've been friends for 2 years.
So 2 years? Was there like an application to be your personal assistant?
Yeah, it was based. What do you think the application?
There was an application.
Drink a lot.
Drink a lot. Every night. And drink every night.
It was terrifying. We were friends for a year, and then one day I seen her and her husband in the daylight.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is the first time I've ever seen you guys in daylight.
What qualifications are you looking for a personal assistant?
Somebody that's gonna get drunk with me all the time. No, I'm kidding. No, what's personal assistant?
Do your laundry.
No.
Get your meals.
No, I'm just like
sweep the floor of your kitchen.
I mean, what do I make you do? Well,
what do I make you do?
She makes me buy good makeup now. It's her fault I do makeup now. She gave me some bougie purse. So, I don't know.
She's trying to fancy you up.
Yeah, she's like, stop being white trash.
She's making you better.
Yeah, she's like, I can't be your personal assistant if you look like, a trailer park. Truck stop, She's like, I just can't do it. She laughs at my jokes. You have to laugh at my really bad jokes to be my personal assistant.
Yes. And I'm sure you have a lot of bad ones.
Oh, all the time.
Yeah.
Totally.
Do you ever try to rehash your bad jokes? Like it was so bad, but you thought it was so good that you needed to rehash it and then just drill it into people's brains?
It's so bad, and then it's so bad it stops being funny, but then you continue on with it, and it becomes funny again.
Yeah,
yes,
then you annoy people with it forever.
Oh, of course,
and it's kind of like a
I am a bad
door,
joke.
A revolving door of bad jokes.
I'm a living and breathing bad joke. Constant. So if you're ever bored, if you want to look like a 10, hang out with me because I'm a 2.
Right.
And you'll look like a 10,
I gotcha.
Got to sit with a 2 to look like a 10. That's why Tiana's my friend. You know, she's like, I want to feel good about myself.
So I'm going to hang out with Jenny Red. That's your shot. So you got a new thing happening. You're doing an event. There's actually events happening.
Oh,
this is exciting, super exciting. There's something actually happening.
Even though we have to be in, you know, at home by 10 o'clock, it's absolutely like being on restriction or being on house arrest. But so I was wearing a pink rabbit onesie on Christmas Eve, and I was hanging out at my favorite drinking hole.
Are you a furry?
Fuck. What? Why do people do that?
Are you a furry, though?
Hell no.
No? Then why would you wear...
It's from the Christmas Story. It's a pink rabbit onesie, dude.
I get
like
it.
Ralphie. It's on Christmas Eve. I wear that.
But I would think that you would... I could see you being a furry for some reason.
If somebody was like, hey, babe, I'm going to come over wearing that, I would be like, I'm not home. I'm dead or something. Like,
all right.
Like, no. Are you a furry?
No. I'd try it, though. Hell, why not? I'll try anything once.
I mean, maybe I would try it, just not. No, I can't even try it.
Continue on though. You're wearing a onesie at Don's
I'm wearing
Rock.
my pink rabbit onesie. This couple walks in, and they're both like wrapping up all these Christmas gifts. They both feel like together they have like 4 kids, and I just overhear them talking about wrapping up Christmas gifts. And I just lean over. I'm like, why don't you guys just do the gift bag method and just throw tissue paper on it? Then you don't have to wrap it. And then the lady, she's all like, well, I like the folding process of it. And I'm like, that's too much work for me, girl. Well, anyway, so we ended up, you know, talking, drinking, shots together. And then I know she was wearing the shirt that says Pins on it. Come to find out she's the GM there. And I just randomly leaned over. It's like, well, do you ever want to do comedy there or something like that? She's like, yeah, actually. So we ended up just talking just like humans. And she's amazing. She's sarcastic, so she understands that language. So
she understands the human language?
She understands the language of sarcasm.
Gotcha.
Which many do not.
You have a PhD in sarcasm.
I think I wrote it.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if you wrote it. But...
Well, I mean, I'm probably working my own like encyclopedia, you know, brand.
So now you're doing comedy at Pins.
Yeah. So this is what ends up transpiring is that I'm doing trivia every Tuesday night. Yesterday's event had to be canceled due to the alleged snow apocalypse that happened. You know, the foot of snow. So anyways, we rescheduled for next week. So the theme for next week is Star Wars. So if anybody loves Star Wars, come out. This is the way. This is the way.
Wasn't Mandalorian so badass?
Oh my God, I cried.
So it was so badass.
When I saw like Luke Skywalker, I seriously was screaming.
Don't spoil it for people who haven't seen it.
Well, if they haven't seen it, you know,
you're stupid.
Yeah, and I'm infamous for spoiling things. You know?
Anyway, so trivia.
Yeah, so I'm doing trivia on Tuesdays, and then February 18th, I'm going to do my very first paint and sip, which is going to be paint and sippy. And nobody knows this, or a lot of people do know, I'm actually a painter as well. I'm and
a very good one.
Kind of.
Yeah, you
it's like paint.
Do some great work out there. You don't give yourself enough credit.
It's like, you know, paint by numbers, maybe. I don't know. But anyways, I do like a lot of scenic stuff. If people want to find me on Facebook, it's The Art of Jenny Red. So you can actually see my artwork. It's all right, I guess. I don't know. But anyway, so I'm doing my very first paint and sip on February 18th at 7 o'clock at Penn's. So basically the goal is to make it fun as can be. I just kind of might do a little Gordon Ramsay a little bit. For those of you that don't know, he kind of yells and screams at people that are doing bad things, but I'm not going to be that vicious, but I'm going to make it fun. And I also
it's like a drill sergeant.
Yeah, it's like I also want to be like, I actually really want to teach art, but I also want it to be fun while we're drinking wine. I'll be like, oh my God, that's horrible. That makes me, you know, hate my life or something. If somebody's painting really terrible, I might say something like that.
Is the painting like number coordinated?
No, paint and sips. What it is that actually this one I'm going to do. It's good. I haven't even painted it out yet, but I have so much going on. But so it's going to be like a nice sky backdrop, and then I'm going to just do like the Adirondack trees over it. Cool. So what it is, I'll squeeze out the paint and just tell everybody what to do. It's just like, you know, you just do this color scheme and add trees on top of it. Yeah. And bitches are going to be like, oh my God, I'm a painter. Hell yeah.
Do you turn it into a drinking game?
You know, you could, but the problem is that if I get wasted,
like every time you use red, you got to take a sip.
Oh my God, we could do that.
Or every time you use green.
Yeah, but see, I can't turn it into a drinking game because, like, I can't paint wasted. I just can't paint drunk. It's just like you would think I would be able to. Just no.
Yeah.
So I have to think about everything and be, you know, coordinated. But yeah, we should do some type of drinking game. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, then there's that, and then there's a really bigger announcement is that I'm going to be booking comedy there again.
Is there a stage there?
There is actually. There's an indoor area. that seats like 165 people, and then they have a really huge outdoor patio area that also has a bar.
Oh, cool.
So my goal is for the summertime to actually do a summer series like every week, or maybe like a Thursday if they're still not doing Saranac Thursdays. That way people can have somewhere to go because we're all bored. I'm sick of being in my house. I need to go and laugh for 2 hours at somebody else's misery.
For
you
sure.
know.
And it's important to tell people that Pins is located in the Sangertown
Oh yeah,
Mall.
definitely Sangertown Mall. So it's across from Macy's, I believe, and it's kind of like a Wise Guys type thing, or was it Funny Bone? I'm thinking of. Sorry. So it's like a big open space, so we can actually do the social distancing type thing. But like my shows, I think I'm going to try to do them like 65 people, just so like there's a cap.
Yeah.
I don't want to have too many people there. I don't want anybody to catch COVID. I'm terrified of it because I might like I don't know, my hair might turn brown or black. I don't know what happens when you catch COVID other than dying. Can't smell.
You won't die.
Yeah, hopefully.
I know like 30 people that have it right now, and they're all doing fine.
Yeah, I think I had it like a month ago.
Anyway, but this is cool. Finally, there's something that's going on.
Yeah, it's amazing. Like to be back doing it again. Like I used to do shows at was a Hotel Utica. I did shows at the Uptown Theater way back in the day. Like I would book shows and would just host them. It's fun. Comedy is so needed.
We need it, especially now.
God.
Have you done any virtual things, like comedy-wise?
I thought about doing like a show, but then I got super depressed because of the COVID thing. It just really messed me up. Like I thought about doing like a podcast type thing and interview like comedians that I know and just talk about, how much we miss doing comedy. We all miss it, like musicians. Oh, also there's going to be an open mic night there hosted by Kevin Dundon.
We forgot about that.
Yeah, we got to talk about that because also it's like you got to.
Utica's in desperate need of an open mic night. I know the Blues Society does one. They do like a weekly jam, or they have been doing before COVID, or maybe they're not doing it right now because of COVID, but they were doing it.
Yeah.
But there's no open mic nights besides that.
Well, so the goal for the open mic night there is to actually have it where musicians actually bring their own microphone, their own like instruments, so that way you don't cross contaminate and get people affected.
That's
We're even looking into like there's microphone covers that you can get too that are removable and you can just like throw them away afterwards. The whole goal is to have people like have some type of entertainment in their lives because I can only stand to watch the news so much.
Yeah. Don't watch the news.
I mean, I literally notice how bad the newscasters do their makeup now, like the morning time people here in
You
Utica.
can see how thick it is.
Yeah, or if they forget to put on their lipstick, like, oh, I just gotta stop watching this.
Stop watching the news.
Yeah,
That's my PSA for today. Stop watching the news.
Yeah, don't watch the news.
Your life is going to be much more easier to maintain if you're not watching the news.
Yeah, because I mean, now there's like all these like different versions of COVID. Now there's like some, moon version. There's a Jupiter version. I mean, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
There's like, I guess, a South African. Fucking.
This is the news.
I can't even keep up.
It goes, COVID, politics, COVID, politics,
COVID,
you're
Trump.
going to die. COVID, politics, politics,
Trump,
you're going to die.
Trump. Let's just talk about Trump for a minute.
That's the news.
This guy
right
is
now.
already out of office. Why are they wasting their time on, impeaching?
I have no idea. It's so stupid.
You need to be focusing on us, the people that are dealing. Where's my vaccine? How about that? That's more important than impeaching Trump.
I agree.
I mean, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That poor guy.
Yeah. But it's crazy though. That's what the news is. Stop watching the news because it is.
I have stopped watching it. I'm like, I don't.
You're gonna die. You're gonna die.
You're gonna die.
That's
Stay
all
in
it
your
is.
house.
Everybody's in fear.
And then you can't go drinking at your favorite bars
Right.
past 10 o'clock. I'm like, what the hell?
I know.
It was traumatic.
Nothing good happens after midnight, anyways.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
I don't know what sad world you live in. Sorry. Is anybody watching?
Yeah,
this?
Carlos saying it's not the news that you don't like, it's the makeup, and he's laughing at you. So that's true. How you just sit there and critique the makeup?
Yeah, you don't want to critique. No, I don't even want to think about my newscaster's makeup. But the one day I was awake at 5 o'clock in the morning because I wasn't sleeping right because I wasn't working, and I was like, "Oh shit, she forgot to wear her lipstick." And the only reason why I noticed because like
all the other makeup's caked on.
Yeah, by 5:15 in the morning, she put on her lipstick. I'm like, oh, she must have had a late night. I'm sorry.
Our boy E. Phillips is out there. Hey, Eric, good to hear from you. If you're out there at Facebook Land, click the share button and help spread the word of EC Radio Disruption Network and all the good things Jenny Red's doing over there.
Does anybody have any questions?
So the news is bad. Bad news, go away. That's what Eric is saying. So, and then Derek's saying you guys are drinking White Claws. Actually, Jenny's the only one drinking White Claws.
I'm actually really drinking
coffee.
Utica coffee with a little bit of a kick.
Right.
We won't talk about what's in there.
It's a good one today, that's for sure. And then
Oh, look. Eric Phillips.
Yeah, E.
He's
Phillips.
bad. Yeah.
E, if you're out there, one of these days I got to get you on the show, man.
What does he do? What's his story?
He's got some funny stuff.
What's his favorite color?
I don't know what his favorite color is. Why don't
Why
you
don't you
interview
fucking
him?
know?
Why don't you interview him when next time you see him?
Give me a time. I'll interview. What was I was gonna say?
Go ahead.
Nothing at all. I was just being funny.
Did you put the peanut butter whiskey in there?
Actually, I put the tequila in there.
You did a shot of tequila in your coffee?
Yeah, there's actually, it's called something. You should know this, personal assistant. What's it called when you add tequila to coffee?
Is there a name for it? It's got to be.
There is.
Dirty
I think it's
Sanchez?
Yeah, it's, what about that ballsy?
The nut rub?
Yeah, what about the nut rub? Why don't you have any here?
I brought mine home, but I have more on the way.
Did you rub it? You have more on the way? Do you like it that much? You get do they sell it by the gallon? Or tell me about this nut rub.
So they're little tins, and it's deodorant for your testicles.
Wow.
And they have women hygiene products too. And then there's also lube, and there's ball wash, and there's nut rub, and yeah, there's a bunch of stuff. They're sending us a box. In fact,
they need to send me some stuff so I can just, I want the lube. Is that terrible?
No, you can have the lube.
You can slip and slide.
We'll have a promo code coming really soon, and they're going to be one of our sponsors. So.
Oh, so what does that mean if I scan the promo code? Do you get a high five or something?
No, you just go into their website and punch in the promo code, and it gives you a little bit of a discount.
Oh, snazzy.
So by you knowing me, I could get you a discount on some nut rub.
Wow, I wish I had nuts to rub it
Well, you
on.
do.
No, I don't. I have lady bits. There should be something for our lady parts, considering summertime when it's hot out and you got the boob sweat going. I would love to have some lady powder for that, the fragrance.
So I'm sure they have something for the boobs, right? There's got to be powder for boob sweat.
I've never heard of it, but if they had a powder, what would the smell be? Would it be like marijuana? So the guy would be like, oh man, it's Mary Jane's or something, or beer. What would your scent be? Because you want to attract the guy.
Yeah, for sure. Well, I know if a boob smelled like marijuana, I'd be closing in on it.
Right, you'd be motorboating
it,
right?
Sure. Bob Marley, that chick.
Yeah, Bob Marley powder.
It's hilarious.
It is. It's something. I'm not sure what.
But it's a company out of California called Ballsy.
Ballsy.
Mm-hmm. And one of our listeners on our Thursday show, and shout out to our peeps on the members only show with the Uncle Louie Variety Show, Carlo and Lou, that we do here on the D every Thursday. One of the listeners to that show sent us some nut rub and ball wash.
Wow.
And it's kind of like a gag gift. It was like a Christmas gift.
But was
and then it turned
fantastic?
into this thing where, and then I made a little video for the company.
Oh,
and
you did?
And I sent it to them, and they loved it. And they're like, we're going to send you a bunch of stuff.
Well, I mean, it's fitting. You're pretty ballsy anyway.
Yeah, and plus, I want my nuts to smell good.
Yeah, nobody wants, I'm going to say this. You know how, there's some guys out there I want my pheromones to be, smelling good because they think it's how to attract a woman. So they don't wear deodorant. That is the worst smell in the universe. It's the smell of a dirty testicle sack.
Yeah.
It
smells like vinegar.
Yeah, you said vinegar and what was it, provolone or
something?
Provolone
cheese.
What about the nationality? Now, what if you were Polish? Would it smell like a pierogi and vinegar?
No, it smell like sauerkraut. I'm serious. And Carlo is also saying they do have Whitney the boob, and then there's monkey butt, which is other.
No, well, monkey butt, that's for your butt. Your tushy.
That's for your butt. So that's like powder.
Yeah, I don't know. I've seen it at the store, and I took a picture of it, and I sent it to my buddy.
Why would you name your company Monkey Butt if you're trying to get your butt to smell better? You want your butt to smell because how do you associate a monkey smelling good and your butt? You know what I'm saying?
I just don't want to associate anything in my anatomy with a monkey. How about that?
Right.
I mean, even though we're 97% we share our DNA with a chimpanzee or something like that.
Something like that.
But either way, I don't.
Evolution.
Yeah, great. Evolution's great, but I don't want to think about monkey butt.
I just think it's bad naming of a company. If you're going to if you're trying to get your butt to smell good, why associate it with a monkey? Because to me,
why not? Why? When I think about smell good, I think about monkeys.
Well, I've always wanted a pet monkey, and I looked into it.
But no, they're terrible. They throw shit.
They throw shit. So that's what I associate monkeys with, throwing shit. Why do you want to associate your company with throwing shit?
I used to want
especially if you're trying to get your butt to smell good.
Well, I used to want a pet monkey because I'd be like, hey, pet monkey, go to the fridge and get me a beer or something. Right. But yeah, then I realized they're shit throwers. No.
Yeah, and you got to watch out. And what about the monkeys that eat the owner's face off? Do you ever hear that? That's happened many times.
Why the fuck? What?
The monkey will snap too, and it will snap at like maybe 25, 30 years old and just lose it on the owner and bite their face off like they're on bath salt or some shit.
Yeah, remember that thing that happened down in Florida? Some guy like ate somebody's face off because he was on bath salts.
It happened on Genesee Street.
That happened too? What,
Yeah, it was when everybody was on bath salt, but
yeah, why would you do something like that?
I don't know. Did you ever try bath salt?
No.
No, me neither.
That's not on my bucket list. That crack, no.
No.
Not on the heroin, nope,
Yeah.
not on the bucket list.
That's not
you
on
know?
the bucket list at all.
Lots of weed, maybe.
Do you know it's illegal to have a monkey in New York State, though? To own a pet monkey,
You know
it's
what else
illegal?
is illegal? I wanted to get a pet owl, and they're considered a bird of prey. So you can't even have an owl. I can't have a pet owl. Like, what's up with that?
Do you know what owl symbolizes?
No.
Change.
Oh,
So, like, when you see an owl fly by, like, some change is coming to you.
really? Like change, like you throw at people? No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, it's like that's
Like a good thing is going to change.
Yeah, it doesn't mean good or bad, but it means change is on the way.
Well, they're beautiful creatures. Like,
They
they're
are.
absolutely beautiful. And I was just like being funny. I was like, I wanted a miniature owl, but you can't own one. Doesn't it suck?
What would you name your owl?
Ooh, I don't know. What would you name an owl? That's a good question.
Oh,
Hootie Who? No, that's terrible. What would I name it? I don't know. I never even got that far
Mhm.
because I was distraught because I couldn't own a pet
you
owl.
can't own it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And what kind of would you put it in a cage or just let it fly around the house?
I thought about that because I was like, if it doesn't poo everywhere, I would just let it hang out. But then they also eat mice, and so the owl poo is kind of strange.
Yeah.
It's a balled up cluster of like carcass.
Really?
Yeah,
You've seen owl poop? before?
I've actually looked it up because I really was serious about getting an owl.
Wow.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah, isn't that weird? Yeah, too much time when you get drunk during COVID.
And that's what happens.
You need to look up the dumbest shit.
You're on your way here and you saw Rainbow on your way here.
No, I didn't see him too.
Oh, you didn't
on
see
my
him
way.
here?
I seen him yesterday.
You seen him yesterday?
Of course, he's the Utica mayor, dude. Like,
Right.
you gotta love Rainbow. He's always like, "Oh, you gonna be my girlfriend?" And I'm like,
Do you give him rides when you see him?
"What? Yeah,
Yeah.
I have before.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's just like if he asks for a cigarette, who cares? Like, give him a cigarette. Like, Rainbow is harmless. Like,
He is.
If somebody's ever mean to Rainbow, then there's something wrong with
You
you.
know what pisses me off is all these people that will start these rumors that he's dead. It's like,
Yeah, isn't
is your life that miserable that you have to start a Rainbow is dead rumor? Like, what's wrong with your life that you would have to start
Wasn't
this
it that
rumor?
he's dying or something? I heard that one before.
I heard the last one because it's happened a few times during COVID. I've heard a couple of rumors of Rainbow being dead during COVID.
Are you serious?
And the last one was a couple weeks ago, and they said
Well, he's alive and well.
they said they found him frozen outside, like on Genesee Street, like he's Han Solo or some shit. Yeah,
Are you serious?
yeah, and it was going all over Facebook. and it
Rainbow's
was
gonna
everywhere.
like outlive everybody.
Jenny, my phone blew up. Everyone's like, "Do you know if this is true or not?" I'm like, "I don't know. We had to like do some research and
No
shit."
way.
And then there was a video. Somebody saw him at like Lukens or whatever, and did a video of him, and he's like,
Well,
"Rainbow's dead."
They're one of their bartenders is Jen O'Keefe, and she actually posted a video of him like playing, singing, whatever. And I was like, "Oh, Rainbow's alive. Okay,
Right.
good. Thanks for that newsflash." You
Right.
know?
Rainbow had a pet hamster at one time. Do you know the hamster story?
No.
This is the night, and I've known Rainbow for 20 plus years, right?
Yeah.
So he would go to
Yeah.
open
He used to be at EC.
all the time.
Yeah.
Like he stalked me for years. Especially, it took me a year to open that bar.
Yeah.
Because of liquor license and legal shit and whatever.
York stuff.
Yeah, New York shit. And every day for a year before we opened, Rainbow would literally show up. When you gonna open? When you gonna open? I'm like, soon, bro. We'll get
Chuka
you here."
boyfriend. Chuka boyfriend. No.
You want to
Rainbow.
make a Chinese baby? Anyway, so
No.
he had this hamster. I've told this story so many
So he
times,
had a
but I love
hamster?
telling this story.
You tell it.
So this is the first night I actually, because I've known Rainbow before this, but this one incident was he was at the Devereaux for open mic night, and remember he
Okay.
used to have the shopping cart full of like broken down instruments, and he'd have this guitar with like one string on it, and he had a toilet seat. And
How about when the asshole gave him like a saxophone? Whoever did that, you're evil.
And they give him a trumpet, whatever. And
Oh
they
my
had
God.
this toilet seat. He'd bang on this toilet seat, and like he had all these crazy instruments. So he would wheel the cart up to the front of the stage at the Dev. Remember how the stage was at the
Yeah,
Dev with,
yeah,
the bar there?
Yeah.
And so he would get up and he'd grab an instrument and he'd do his thing, his Rainbow thing, blah, 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 and then he'd throw his instrument and he'd grab another one and he'd blah, 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 and do his thing and play his saxophone, play his trombone. He'd literally throw in these instruments, right? So then this particular night, he's like, I like to bring out the guest star. So he opens up his front pocket and he whips out a freaking hamster.
So that's the guest star.
The guest star,
hamster.
and it was in his front pocket the whole time too. And he had like a little button, right? And it's just kind of like running around in his front pocket on his boob, right? So he's like, I'd like to bring out a guest star. But this hamster was no ordinary hamster.
What, could it do tricks or something? Like,
No,
did it sing?
it made noises. So
he did not.
when you pet the back of it, it made a noise and went like this. Bah, bah, bah. I'm serious. This is a true freaking story. You can ask. I was crying in tears when I seen this. So you pet the back of the hamster. It goes, bah, bah. So he's got the hamster up here, and he's petting the back of it. And it's going, bah, bah, and he's going, bah, bah,
and you got that.
and they're doing a duet. He's doing a duet with a freaking hamster.
Let's talk about all the people he's opened up for. Like
he's open
Mo.
for everybody.
Remember when Mo was like at the Stanley? Next thing I know, Rainbow's on stage. And I'm like, what the WTF is this about?
It's
Like,
Rainbow. Everybody loves him. So,
yeah, he's famous, man.
So he had this hamster. He named the hamster Rainbow Bright. Was the name of the hamster. Right, here's the best too. So the next week, so maybe the hamster was a shtick for maybe 2-3 weeks, but this one week he showed up and there's no hamster. Like, this guy made me keep going to the Devereaux so I could watch him do this hamster trick. It was hilarious. It brought me to tears. It was so freaking funny. No, we didn't have cell phones back then.
Dang.
This is like pre-cell phones. This is probably, I don't know, 2000, maybe 1999, somewhere around that time.
Yeah.
So, and then so he didn't have a cage for this hamster. He had nothing.
He just kept it in his pocket.
No, he let it run loose around the house, and his landlord set mouse traps for it, thinking it was a mouse, and killed the hamster.
No, are you serious?
he didn't have a cage for this thing. He didn't have like no plastic container or nothing. He just let it run loose around the house.
The special guest, Rainbow Bright. I mean, he's not so bright anymore.
And it got smashed. So we asked him, I said, Rainbow, where's the hamster? And he goes, it's dead. I said, what would you do? Eat it? You know, he goes, no, I don't eat. He goes, my landlord set mousetrap, killed it. I'm like, damn, that sucks. Well, how come you don't have it in a cage?
Well, why didn't you
Does it sleep with you at night?
Yeah, probably does.
That was a special hamster.
He might put it up somewhere. We might need that lube.
They had a cosmic bond, though, those two.
Literally.
Yep, Rainbow Bright and Rainbow.
I wonder why.
Hilarious.
You ever hear about those freaks that would take like a hamster or gerbil and they put it up their back door area?
Yeah.
What's wrong with that?
I don't know. That's something. I don't want to go down that rabbit hole.
But maybe I hope Rainbow didn't do that.
No, I don't think so.
I think he's like a Care Bear. He's pretty innocent. You know, it's like a puppy. Let's pray.
So hopefully Rainbow will show up to your open mic nights at Pins.
No, it's Kevin Dunnan's open mic night. I'm like,
okay.
If I can play music, but sometimes, it's just maybe I shouldn't, be up there singing. As personal assistant, one time over the summer we went to some can jam thing, like clams and cans, and I got drunk and I'm like, I'm gonna play music. I shouldn't have done that. Yes, he's speechless. But yeah.
What happened?
What happened was we're just not going to talk about it. That's a suspense. We don't need to talk about it.
Okay. All right.
Actually, I was able to play, but at the same time, it's when you get drunk, I shouldn't be playing.
I gotcha.
Yeah. So when's the last time you did some music? Are you still playing yourself?
Andrea and I have been sending video clips to each other.
Where's he at? Isn't he in California now, trying to be some
yeah.
like rock star, like escort, basically?
He should be an escort.
Manzilla. Dude, that kid told me he did comedy before. So he did a show with me.
I know, I was there. He killed it that night.
Yeah, he was fucking amazing. But
He was.
let me tell you about this little shit. He's all like, oh, I've done stand-up before. I'm like, okay. He's a fucking con. He never did a show before. And then I'm like, yeah, you get $4 per ticket that you sell. He brings in like 200 people, makes $400, which is awesome, but it's his first show ever. And I'm like, yeah, fucking pro. Like, God, I didn't.
He killed it, though.
He did.
He
Like that. He
had
did
me in
that rap,
stitches that
the
night.
rap song that he did about math and like his whole outfit set up. I was like, get out of here. Get the fuck out of here with that.
And he killed it. He's out in L.A., though. He's working
Yeah.
for some backline company.
It's where he needs to be. Like, he doesn't belong here. He's too big for this area. And he's really talented. Don't tell him I said that. Hopefully he's not listening.
I'm going to make sure he listens.
Don't let him listen.
I'm going to make sure. No, he's uber talented, though, in everything that he does.
Drummer, like, yeah, anything he puts his mind to. It's like one of those people where you're like, wow, it's kind of a blessing that I got to work with him,
Yeah. Yeah. Good.
I remember I bombed
Do you
that
have
show.
that recorded? Do you have that whole night recorded?
I don't know. I've had people come in and record it, and I bombed that show because people don't understand, like, when you host or open or like host a comedy show, people don't understand that. Like, I'm doing a lot of behind the scenes work.
Oh,
like
yeah,
the
doing
PR,
all of it.
I'm making the flyers. I'm dealing with comedians, and by the way, comedians are just as sensitive as musicians, so you got to make sure that their emotions.
I think comedians are worse.
Oh my God, it's like sympathy fetuses everywhere. It's like, oh God, I mean, I'm one of them.
High maintenance.
Yeah, so imagine like, men are worse than me with their feelings. You got to make sure that they're okay to perform that night. You're like, Jesus Christ, I thought I was bad on my period. Oh. But anyway, so yeah, that night I bombed because I was just like dealing with like a second show in Utica, New York that was over 200 people on a Tuesday night, which I didn't anticipate. I thought it was gonna be like
that was a Tuesday night.
Yeah,
at the Hotel Utica.
Yeah, Hotel Utica. Like
their first fun night.
The first show I did there, like they actually made like $3,500 on their cash register, like food and everything. What was it? It was just over 200 people that night as well, and it was just strange because I was like, this is a Tuesday night in Utica, and people are at this thing that I put together somehow. But yeah, so anyways, the second time I bombed because I was just stressed out, and you had people keep calling you, keep like reserving tables, and just got bigger and bigger and bigger. I almost want to have a heart attack and died. I was like, this is all going on.
It was a great night.
Yeah, it was. JP
Fantastic.
Justice, he was actually performing that night. He's actually an awesome guy.
Was that your headliner?
Yeah.
He was fantastic.
He was like the vibrating, was it the dildo? It was like, he's really good with mic work. So I went down to New York City probably like 5 or 6 years ago. I unboxed him like, hey, is there anything going on? And he's like, yeah, come to Dangerfields tonight. I'm working here. So he puts me and my cousins like on the VIP list. And I was like, what? So we got to sit VIP. And then I got to meet the owner that used to own it with Ronnie Dangerfield before he passed away. He like shook my hand. He's like, girl, you want to come up here on stage? So I'm like, I'm too fucking drunk. I might have my New York City chance right there to get on stage. But I was terrified. I was like, I could totally get up there, but you don't want to bomb in New York City.
Yeah, you got to come out swinging.
You got to have.
But it's a good learning experience for you too. If you do bomb.
Yeah, well,
you know what to work on.
You're not a real comedian until you bomb.
Exactly.
And to me, like, I've had times where I freaking nailed it. Actually, smaller shows, I think I've done my best with smaller shows. But then when you get that crowd going, it's amazing. Mm-hmm. It's like instead of me paying a therapist, people are paying me money to hear my problems. And it's the best feeling in the world. Like,
yeah.
The next day,
that's a long list.
Yeah, it is a very, very, very long list.
It's very extensive.
Try being a redhead. Try being my friend, she's like, I just drink.
So Carlo's opening up the invitation for you guys to come on our show one Thursday night.
Yeah,
come down and hang out with the Uncle Louie Variety Show.
Yeah, I would love to.
Yeah, we'll set that up.
Yeah,
maybe in a couple weeks.
Yeah, I'll be sure to fling out some cleavage. What time of night is it?
8 o'clock we go.
Okay, I don't know. It might be past my bedtime.
It's a lot of improv and sketch comedy and stuff. But
as long as it's not like there's a place in town. I'm gonna be savage right now. That they do comedy improv, and I went there trying to do like a fundraising type thing, and the guy ended up trying to sell me classes for comedy improv, and I was very distraught because I was like, motherfucker, I've like literally booked my own shows, I've done my own comedy, like why would I pay you to teach me something I already know?
Well, you can always keep learning. Well,
yeah, but
there's always a high ceiling of learning.
Yeah, there is.
You never stop learning.
But not in Utica, New York. I'm going to go to New York City.
How do you know?
New York City, I'll go to New York City, and I will fucking pay that money for a class. But not in Utica, New York.
Don't be so sure of that.
Oh, I don't know.
Don't be so sure of that. You never know. You can learn. Every day you can learn something new.
Every day is a learning
experience. No matter if you're in Utica or if you're in freaking Rome or if you're in Boonville or if you're in Greece.
There's been some really awesome things with Utica. Like, I'm not knocking Utica, but the way this person came about it, I was like, that's a bad sales pitch. It's a really bad sales pitch. It's bad.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say where it was, though.
All right. Well, it's cool that they're doing it, though.
It's great. It's great that they're doing it.
It's needed around here. And
I love it. Yeah, but, it's not my jam. I'm like a one person on stage type thing. That's what I want. That's my personal comedic reference, if I'm going to do stand up,
It adds to the fabric of the community, though. It's something needed.
It's great. But it's not my cup of tea.
Yeah. Well,
but I'm an asshole, so
hey.
I said it. You didn't have to. Facts are facts.
She said it.
Yeah.
And your assistant's over here pouring you coffee.
Yeah, I need more coffee, personal assistant. No, I'm kidding.
I love it. So when's the pin start up? It starts up this week?
Well, it's coming up Tuesday. Will be definitely the trivia nights come out. Every round you get a free pitcher of beer, whatever team wins. Obviously socially distant. We can only have 4 people per team. Which is fine because it actually makes it funner.
What kind of trivia are you doing? Is it just like pop culture type thing?
Well, this week, like I said earlier, it was a Star Wars theme. So if you're obsessed with Star Wars, do it. And then pop culture. Just
Give me some Star Wars questions. Come on, drop some on me.
All right. Shit.
Drop
All
some on
right.
me.
So which character? Okay, so let's just say the Mandalorian guy. What other show was he in?
Oh, he was in Game of Thrones.
Yeah, exactly. Do you know his name?
He was the one that killed he tried to kill the mountain, and then the mountain killed him.
Yeah, it squished his face. But what's his first name?
Well,
he's Pablo.
In real life?
Yeah, Pablo or something.
Yeah, something like that. Pascal.
Yeah, he's so sexy.
Is he?
Oh, to me, yeah.
Okay, what else you got? Come on.
All right. Shoot. Hold on. Let me pull up my actual questions.
Don't pull up any questions that you're going to use though.
Well,
especially
come on,
if somebody's listening to this right now.
I'm going to pull up the easy ones. How about this? Watch the podcast, and then you can win some free beer. And then also, if you win that actual, that whole the trivia game, you actually win a $50 gift card.
Oh, cool!
So you can go back there and drink again. So, all right, who are the only 2 characters who appeared in every Star Wars movie?
That would be C-3PO and R2-D2.
All right, so who played Princess Leia, whatever the fuck, Leia?
Really? That's a little too easy.
Yeah, it's very easy. Okay. But also some of them are harder. So let's see. What famous person played a minor role in Episode 1 of The Phantom Menace?
Wait, what? Repeat that.
What famous person played a minor a minor role in Episode 1 of The Phantom Menace? Let me look up the answer.
Liam Neeson?
Oh, God. Some weird Kira, something Knightley. I don't know.
I don't know.
Fuck it. Yeah, it's some stupid shit. Anyways, let's see. Which movie did the famous Battle of Holt take place?
Battle of Holt?
Yeah.
Was that in Empire Strikes Back?
Let's see. Oh, wow. Woo!
Boom. I'm a Star Wars nerd.
Yeah. So
I am a nerd.
Are you coming to this? You better.
No, because I'm going to win.
Well, it would
be unfair.
You should go because I have so many people yesterday were like disappointed that they couldn't do trivia, and I'm like, why? Why do you guys even care? Because I got my secret weapon, Star Wars best friend over here that was going to come and play. So might have a bunch of little nerds out there.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And the winner gets a $50 gift card?
Yeah, second place gets a $25 gift card.
Cool. And that's also a bowling alley, correct?
Yeah, it's a bowling alley. And also if you have kids, so you can bring the kids and go bowl.
And there's arcade games and all that.
It's leave me the F alone. It's a really cool setup. I've never been there before, and then I went there. I was actually surprised that it was actually nice. It's not bougie. It's just a comfortable place to go. If you want to go have dinner, bring the kids, get rid of them, let them go run around. If you have children.
It's at Pins, and also we got to make mention that it's at Singertown Mall.
Yeah, we already did. It's at Singertown Mall.
People,
Google.
People jump on a little later.
Google,
Pins,
Pins.
P-I-N-Z.
Was it 855? Was it Seneca Turnpike or whatever the heck?
Yeah, the Singertown Mall.
Yeah. Some people, maybe they don't even know the name of the mall anymore.
Go into the Macy's wing. Yeah, it's depressing going into that mall now.
Oh my God, it's like walking into I don't know.
That was the place to be when I was in high school. That was the place to be. Friday night, Saturday night, you walk around. You go. That's when I started smoking weed and cigarettes and drinking in the parking lot. And then you walk around and chase girls and it was so much fun.
Being a kid, I was 5 years old, coming up here to visit my grandparents, and we went to the Singertown Mall, and I remember they used to have that movie theater there, and they would have the little TV screen, and it's I would see the Never Ending Story. It was a preview. I was like, wow, that was so 1983 or 4. It was so long ago.
Yeah, there used to be a roller skating rink in there too.
Are you serious?
When it first opened, yeah, where Billy B's is over there by Target, that whole wing was a roller skating rink.
No way.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
When it first opened, that was back in 1980, 81.
Yeah, you're 20 years older than me.
Yeah,
so
50 years older than you.
Remember this stuff. Yeah. Z has a walker.
But that was the place to be.
Yeah,
we had so much fun going to that mall as a kid.
Remember Ruby Tuesdays when that was open?
Oh yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, me and my buddies used to get really, really drunk at Ruby Tuesdays and then go Christmas shopping, and then the next morning wake up and be why did I buy this stuff?
But you're like a hero. Everyone's like, oh, what a thoughtful gift, and you're just yeah. maybe.
Yeah, it's just bad stuff.
So I posted a selfie. Let's talk about how weird Facebook is. So I posted a selfie, and it was like sometimes I wear makeup because I feel like whenever I wear makeup, it's like I look like a clown, like or a drag queen.
Well, you are in the circus, so
yeah. Here we are.
We are under the big top.
I posted this picture, and as we've been sitting here during this whole thing, it's I've had at least like 8. Oh, very nice or beautiful, gorgeous, and
you got people are sliding into your DMs.
Yeah, they're sliding into my box.
Yeah,
and it's not the people you want to be sliding into your box because you'd be like, yeah, woo, I'm gonna get some booty later. No.
So when did you post this? Earlier today?
This was probably about an hour or 2 hours ago.
And how many DMs did you get?
8. 8.
Wow. Any dick pics? Like, I'm curious. Like I want to see.
No, thank God. There was one time though I was drunk over the summer, the black and drunkenness of COVID.
Okay.
2020, and I posted a picture where I'm standing in a pool. And I didn't think about it when I posted it how much cleavage was going on. I had 800 people that actually viewed that picture. Now, if you post a picture of a puppy or something, nobody cares.
Yeah.
You post a meme, nobody cares.
Yeah.
Maybe 70 people. But if you post a picture of cleave,
yeah.
like I don't understand.
Or somebody could be dying of cancer and nobody gives a shit.
Yeah, like my family member's dying. I'm distraught. You have 5 views.
Yeah.
Where now you post like a cleavage shot, oh my God, it's like your inbox blows up.
Uh-huh.
Or a personal assistant over here, like her husband has done not once but twice to me. He has graded my phone and posted on there, I love anal.
I did see that a couple weeks ago, right?
Yeah, well, no, it wasn't a couple weeks ago. First time was like about a year ago,
Okay.
and then about a couple months ago.
Oh, it was a couple months ago?
Yeah. Yeah.
I remember seeing that, and I thought that was you posting it. Like, I figured out just Jenny being Jenny.
No. And I'm telling you, the inbox traffic was very traumatic, very traumatic.
Yeah.
And it would be people that you would never.
Would you entertain these messages at all?
Oh yeah, if I was drunk. Fuck yeah. I was like, oh really? Get the fuck out of here. Like, really?
Yeah.
And then I actually left the first message up because, like, within, like, 15 minutes, there was, like, 40 comments on there. Everybody was just laughing, posting memes. I'm like, this is funny. But the second time, personal assistant, when your husband did that, I was very distraught because I went home. I passed out. 8 hours later, I realized he posted again, I love anal. So I had all these inbox messages, all these comments on there, all these likes, and it's just by no one that I would ever pay.
Yeah.
And by the way, my standards are pretty darn low. They're super low.
Yeah.
Like, you have a pulse.
And she doesn't even like anal.
What about you? Do you like anal?
No, I don't like it.
Yeah.
It's not my thing.
I said, like,
it hurts.
It's between me and God, Like, that's your back door. It's between you and God, Nobody needs to know about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, stuff that flies out there sometimes, no. You don't need me putting things in there.
Did you do anything to get back at her husband?
I have not yet.
No.
I have not. I need to get back at Dan pretty damn bad because, like, yeah, that's one of those, like, you got to wait for that opportunity to fall on your lap.
Exactly.
He's way more sarcastic than me. Like, one night I tried calling him up because he works at T-Hand Furniture. So one night I tried calling him up ordering furniture. I just laughed.
Yeah.
I couldn't do it. I hung up the phone. But yeah, so did anybody want to prank call T-Hand's Furniture out there in Rome? Fucking ask for Dan.
There you go.
Dan Converse. Here we go. This is how you do it.
That's how you get back at him?
I want to order, 15, what's those sleep time mattress things, whatever? The Sertas. Tempur-Pedic. I want to get 45 Tempur-Pedic mattresses, please.
I imagine you were a queen of prank calls back in the day. Huh? Why do I picture this?
Oh, I used to prank call the shit out of people all the time.
You did?
And actually, like, where I work, I'll actually prank call the other building and be like, yeah, I need to get, like, 40 cases of chicken or just some dumb shit. And then, I love prank calling people. But you can't do it anymore.
You can't.
You can't because it shows your freaking numbers. So.
Yeah. Or unless you have them call you.
Oh.
If, like, you put an ad out there or something like that. And
I got a great prank call story.
Kind of fish them in there.
One of my friends, or I don't know if you're friends anymore, but he has a pizzeria out there in Rome. I don't know if it's open or not because of COVID, but I called up one time. I'm like, I want to order a number 20, please, and I want to get shrimp rice, and can I get some egg rolls? And He's like, this is a pizzeria. You're ordering from the wrong restaurant. I was like, no, egg drop soup. And I just thought it was funny as fuck. Well, anyways, I got the most nastiest message from him later on. He's like, I was busy as fuck and you're going to be calling my restaurant doing that shit. And I'm like, God, what's your sense of humor? You know, it's Chinese pizza, you know, fuck, whatever. Yeah, don't prank call anymore. Don't.
You can't get away with it anymore.
Yeah, now
there was an art to that at one time.
There was. Oh my God! Like what was it? The Crank Yankers? They would do all that. I mean,
even before them, the Jerky Boys.
Yeah.
Keeler was really huge in prank calls back in the day. And
yeah, it's
a lot
fun.
of
Man, now I want to. Can we prank call somebody?
Yeah, we should.
Who can we prank call? I don't know.
Next time you come on, we'll prank call somebody.
Yeah, we'll do that.
We'll get a list.
Well, yeah. Oh, I'm gonna call T-Ann's Furniture.
I think the best way you do it is on the reverse and like take out an ad and have them call you.
Oh, well,
just take out some weird ad. I don't know. We'll have to think of an
like
ad.
a furries, like a furry.
There you go.
A furry fetish looking for friends.
Looking for furry friends.
Listen, I want to start a furry club in Utica. You gotta dress up in your best.
There's gotta be a furry. There's gotta be some furries in Utica. A lot of weird shit happens in this town that you don't even know about.
There was a movie that was actually filmed in Hamilton, New York, and the guy. Dang it! Remember Becky, the bartender from The Rock? She was telling me about this movie, and it had all kinds of like Christina Hendricks. You know her, the redheaded chick from like was it Mad Men, the really hot redhead, you know? Anyway, she was the actress in it, but she and the guy from, what was the other, Sons of Anarchy, Sam Crow, whatever, like the father, he was in it too.
Okay.
And anyways, they were dressed up as furries. It was this whole thing. I forget the name of that movie. Can I Google that right now?
Go ahead.
All right. Sorry. Nobody's watching this anyway.
No,
so
nobody
yeah.
cares. I don't care.
I do care. I don't.
It's a movie of furries.
Oh, did I get a message from Angela Johnson? Mrs. Johnson, we got to talk about that artwork.
She killed it, right?
Dude, that's great. She's mad talented.
Shout out Angela Johnson.
Yeah,
BB
Mrs.
Design.
Johnson, yes.
She crushes it.
I first thing I said to you, I was like, who did that? That's really stunning.
She killed our mural.
Yeah, she's a badass.
Took her a couple weeks to do it, too.
Yeah, people don't understand. It takes
they have
a long
no
time.
idea how long it takes. But, yeah, she went right through the steps, and she killed it. I mean, I know I said it took her a couple weeks, but she was like moving fast.
Yeah.
She really knocked it out of the park. She's awesome.
She really is.
She really is awesome.
A really big heart, and she's just a very talented person. And, don't tell her I said that either.
Well, she just heard you say it. So.
Dang it. Is she on here?
So you're looking up for furry movie.
Yeah, I'm looking up Christina Hendricks.
I want to see the furry movie.
It's really
Pottersville.
Who wrote that?
Dave Bandage, of course.
Yes, of course. Freaking, that's freaking your Wikipedia. Dave Bandich's not my friend on Facebook anymore. I wonder what I said to offend him.
Politics, probably.
Yeah.
Are you political?
Sometimes, well, sometimes I just post political memes because they're funny. And it doesn't matter what side of the fence it's on, but some people get really butthurt over that.
Oh yeah, especially lately.
Oh,
but nobody ever got really butthurt over politics until Trump got him involved.
Yeah.
Seriously. Nobody ever talked about politics until he got involved.
When he got out of office, I felt like I was in a really bad 40-year abusive relationship. I didn't realize how bad it was. And so he's like out of office. And then you got, all these other people now, whatever, Biden, his vice president. And I'm like, gosh, it's like, they're nice. Like it's like Sunnyvale or something. I just don't understand. And then Trump, you also love the fact that he didn't give any Fs about things, but then he just really fucked up so many times, and then he just fucking disappeared the past couple weeks, and in office, and I'm like, there's still a pandemic going on, you still got to work a little bit, so out there swinging balls.
He's a ball swinger, that's for sure.
Yeah, I mean, good for him,
But anyways, no politics.
Yeah, no,
One thing I do not
don't
like
talk
to
about
jump
politics. Don't talk about abortion, religion. None of it, dude.
None of it.
Or how bad.
Talk comedy and talk about...
female comedians are terrible, so, that's another thing.
Who are some of your favorite female comedians?
I don't know any.
Come on, like Whitney Cummings or...
Well, no. We know when Lisa Lapinelli was originally out, she used to talk about the big black cock all the time.
She was the best.
That was incredible.
She was the best.
And then she got married to an Italian man, and have we heard from her
anymore? And she lost a bunch of weight. She looks good.
Yeah, but she was probably one of my favorites. But I've never liked female comics.
Whitney Cummings is great.
Yeah,
I love her. Nikki Glaser. What about Nikki Glaser? No,
I don't even know who they are.
Really?
Yeah.
There's some good ones out
Is
there.
it terrible? Like I love was it Dave Chappelle? Obviously, who was the other one? Freaking Richard Pryor's great. Like I like the old school comics, you know.
George Carlin.
George Carlin, yeah, that's who I'm thinking
He's
of.
the king.
Jim Jeffries, I love him. He's an Australian, you know, comedian.
Jeff Ross. You like Jeff Ross?
Yeah, he's all right.
I like Jeff Ross.
You know?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not one of those people who are like, I'm a name drop comedians. I'm like, no, they're funny at the end.
Yeah.
I never wanted to be a comedian.
No, it just kind of happened.
You know, literally, I was at an art show up in Old Forge. This is like 10 years ago, 3 months after I broke my ankle. And it was the first time I actually went out and did something. And this lady named Nancy, she had a room there because she had really good artwork, like pointillism, which is like a bunch of dots for those of you who don't know what art is. Anyways, really beautiful stuff. Her name was on the wall. And so anyways, I go and I meet her, and then I sit next to her after I looked at this painting on the wall. And it was this really beautiful stormy sky, stormy like ocean scene. And then somehow, I don't know what happened, but somehow somebody painted like Noah's Ark in the middle of it. And it looked like a 5-year-old did it. And you're just like, what the hell is that? And then I look at the title, it was 316, you know, like that religious thing. And then
Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, Stone Cold Steve Austin. And then they were charging $49,000 and $999, whatever the fucks. I'm like, this is a $49,000 piece of shit on the wall. So I went and I sit next to her. I'm like, I'm going to judge you as an artist. And so I made her go look at it. She laughs at it, walks back. She's like, why did you do that to me? And then I just like let it go. I just flooded. I was just like, that's a $50,000 piece of shit right there. It looks like, you know, you should have just left the fucking boat out of it because the painting that the sky and the ocean was great. But Jesus, like, why would you do that? Amen. Whatever. I don't know. But anyway, so I was raging. And this guy who owned Urban Headquarters was there. He's like, girl, you're funny. I want to record you. And I'm like, I'm too old and fat to do porn. Like, why the fuck would you want to record me? What the fucking are you into? Maybe he was a furry. I don't know. But actually, he thought I was funny as a person. He's like, well, come to an open mic night at Urban Headquarters. So I did. And the rest was history.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I never wanted to be a comedian. I can't write jokes. I'm terrible. I'm horrible.
But you do it.
Yeah, it's therapy. People pay me for my therapy.
Yeah. Because that's what's funny is the truth, right? So that's what makes everything so funny. So if you're talking the truth of everything that goes on in your life, and then people will get a reaction out of it. That's what the best story is. Like
my first time ever opening up for a real comedian, I fell off the stage at Uptown Theater.
You fell? Were you drunk?
No, I was sober. I never performed freaking drunk. Actually, I'll pretend like I actually will have Jameson. I'm drinking it. I can't because you have to remember your lines. You got to remember your timing. There's so much that goes to it. It's just like playing music. You got to, have your shit together. So my first time ever performing in front of like a real comedian. His name was Greg Hahn. He was on Bob and Tom all the time. So anyways, I fall off the stage, and there's like, the big stage in Uptown Theater, and then the previous owners put in a smaller stage. Now, they didn't tell me there was a gap between the two stages. So here I am just telling a story about how all my relatives die on holidays. And I get into the third, relative dying on, Christmas Eve. My grandpa, that year, I was like, what'd you get for Christmas? I'm like, a dead grampy. It was fucking terrible. Anyway, so I started telling this joke on stage. And then next thing I go, the step, like you wouldn't believe, but I fell off the stage in between the two stages. At the time frame, the stagehand had this big bull mastiff named Mary. So the dog runs at the, the corner of or the edge of the stage, looks at me, and I'm like, God. I didn't know what the fuck happened. So anyways, from there I had to fucking get on the quick thinking game. So I get back on stage, and by the way, you could hear a pin drop in that theater because nobody knew.
Did you get hurt?
Yeah, I had a huge welt on my back, but you can't say that on stage. You gotta be like, I gotta be, I got back on stage. I'm like, thank God I'm Polish, Italian, and Irish. So I'm Fort Tough, baby. And everyone's just laughing because they thought I did it on purpose.
They thought it was part of the show?
Yeah, they didn't know if it was or wasn't. And I'm like, oh my God, I just fell in front of 250 fucking people. This is like, and then I also said this to him out loud. I was like, this is going to be a never ending embarrassing moment for 20 minutes. Because literally it was like within my first 2 minutes of that set, I fucking freaked out. I was like, oh my God. But then I was just like, fuck it. I can't get any worse than that. So anyway,
physical comedy always works.
yeah, I guess, fall off the stage. Maybe people will remember you. And by the way, people did remember that. So after
They forget.
yeah, well, after I did that set, I ran into the green room, slide across the couch. I'm like, my fucking comedy career's over. You got Greg Hahn on his cell phone. No, it's not. People laughed. He didn't even look at me. He just kept going, yeah, people laughed. And then afterwards, at the end of the night, he's like, he comes up to me. He's like, hon, you stole the show. I'm like, why? I didn't know. I was like, you're incredible. And he's just like, because people didn't know if you did that on purpose or not. I'm just like, yeah.
It's all part of the show.
It was crazy.
Let them think that you did it on purpose.
Yeah, but dude, it was insane because like literally you could hear a pin drop. I think people probably thought I died. I thought I died, and I thought God was a dog, this big bull mastiff. I was very confused. Very confused. Then I broke the microphone too.
What a night.
Yeah, it was great though. Yeah, it was Tracy that used to Tracy Mills.
Yep.
Yeah, she's awesome.
Yeah, she is.
I freaking miss her. She was actually the first person that gave me the opportunity to do like stand up. Like actually, and I booked my first show there.
Oh, cool.
We sold out. It
Yeah.
was awesome. It was crazy.
Great.
Yeah.
Carlos saying he does his best stage work when he's drunk.
Really?
Yeah, and he gets flying. You should check them out.
Well, when I
they
do
get
my my stage work at Peepers, but they kind of closed that down.
They're done. Yeah. There's too much COVID going on.
I mean,
there.
I got too many quarters thrown at me. It's just like I had to retire.
Yeah.
COVID.
Would guys hand you $1 and tell you to make change?
No, they just throw stuff at me because they want me to get off the stage.
Here's $1. Give me 50 cents back, please.
They were like, okay, the ping pong ball routine is just a little old, Jenny.
Yeah, that got old quick.
Yeah.
It was fun.
Yeah, it was fun, novelty. The time that I was crushing beer cans between my boobs. Yeah.
You got tricks.
Yeah, of course.
You got tricks. Awesome. One more time, plug pins before we get out of here.
Yeah. Can we get out of here? Because I got to go do stuff.
I know. I got to pee too.
You got to go pee?
It's all that coffee I drink.
Wow,
it's just
I feel like this is a bonding experience. I was thinking I got to go somewhere basically to get drunk, and then you take it to I got to go pee.
I do got to pee. It's all the coffee I drink.
Yeah, you're getting old, dude. So, anyways, Pens every Tuesday. I'm hosting trivia.
Depends.
Yeah, it depends. Yeah, every Tuesday I'm hosting trivia at Pens. February 18th, come in for a paint and sippy. Basically get your, wives, girlfriends, get them out there, let them go paint with the other girls and
paint
drink
and sip.
some wine. Yeah. It's going to be a very entertaining night. And then from there, the summer, we're going to be doing comedy there. And then hopefully, I'm going to say probably by the second or third week in February, we're going to try to do that open mic with Kevin Dundon. Just come out, play some music.
Cool.
Everybody wants to get back on stage. We're all itching.
Yeah. Everybody.
I feel like it's so needed.
It's been too long.
I can't stand it.
It's gonna explode though. Once this is all over.
Yeah, once this is, it's gonna be like prohibition, man.
Yeah.
Like, everybody's gonna be like, ah! You're all gonna be like fucking hugging each other. It's gonna be like hug raping.
Yeah.
Going on.
Hug raping. That's a good name for a band.
Yeah, hug raping. Maybe. Yeah. Let's start that.
Yeah. So if you got any other events coming up, though, please use my platform. Come on back, and let's figure out a day you could come and hang out with us on a Thursday night.
Yeah, totally.
Sit here and shoot the shit and
of course.
break balls. And it'll be a lot of fun. Everybody out there in Facebook land, if you could do us a favor and click the share button and help spread the word of EC Radio and Disruption Network and everything Jenny's got going on over at Pins. Do you have a website or something that people can visit?
I actually did buy a website last week. It's in the works. It's was it jennyred.org, not .com, because some bastard bought that site and they were going to charge like $2,000. I'm like, fuck that. I'll just get to jennyred.org.
Yeah, you're an organization anyways.
Well, I am my own country. I'm not sure what type of organization, but yeah.
One big red conglomerate.
Yeah, it's a big red right here. Yeah. Maybe I should have my own chewing gum.
There you go. Anyways. So you will have a website, but do you have like Facebook and all that?
Oh yeah, Facebook at the Art of Jenny Red. You can go on there and find that that page. I used to own People of Utica. I actually sold that to Jay Sumner. That was like my page where I just would make fun of all the shopping carts in Utica. And then I sold it because people got really butthurt over that.
It happens.
With no lube.
No lube. Yeah. Maybe they should get up with Ballsy.
Yeah, they should get that balls. Get some balls up in there.
Instagram, you have Instagram and all that other stuff?
I do. It's Sonic Red on Instagram. I have a regular Facebook page. It's Jenny Red, which I meme all the time. So I
constantly memeing.
Man, when they had that freaking Bernie Sanders thing, I couldn't sleep. I was just like, Bernie Sanders like meme fix. I just kept posting them, making them. It was bad. I even made a BuzzFeed with Bernie Sanders memes.
I thought it was great.
It was hilarious.
I thought it was great.
I mean, it's like no real politics. It's just Bernie Sanders miserably cold in these mittens. He's just like, it was great.
Bernie's cute.
He is. He's like a puppy.
He's cute.
He's like an old puppy. I don't know. Yeah, all right. So we're done, right?
Yeah, Jenny Red, this has been fun. I don't know what the hell we talked about, but
me either.
We've just
thank God it's over.
Was it as good for you as it was for me?
It lasted an hour, so that's good.
Yeah, see.
Yeah, sometimes it's over in a minute. Like, what the hell? Why?
Yeah. Not when you come to the D, baby.
Yeah.
The D lasts.
Ooh.
Shout out to my sponsors, EJA Moving Services, the professional movers. They really love the D as well. If they didn't love the D, they wouldn't be sponsoring my show. Is that right?
Yeah. I mean, if you don't love the D, there's something wrong with you.
There's something wrong with them now. They're awesome people. If you need something moved today, you give them a call at 315-335-0516. Hit them up online, ejamoving.com. They'll pretty much move whatever you need. If you have like a stuffed elephant, they will move that for you. If you have like a grand piano, artwork, they do all that stuff.
Yeah.
They do everything. When I did my instrument drive last year, they moved all the gear for us.
Really?
They moved everything. I didn't have to touch a thing. It was great.
That's cool.
They're an awesome company.
Yeah, 'cause sometimes if you got like a 4-foot by 3-foot painting, sometimes you just don't want to deal with it. Mm-hmm. So maybe they'll do that. I don't know.
They
Probably
will.
not.
They will. They will. Oh. Great company.
Lovely.
EJAmoving.com. Thank you to Dave Longaretta, my attorney, for always keeping my ass out of trouble. Give him a call today at 315-735-6162 for some legal advice. Thank you to Frank and Heather over at Utica Coffee. Love what they do over there.
Me too.
Seriously. Love it.
I'm obsessed with them. I want them to sponsor my anything. Just give me a free bag of coffee. I'll be like Utica Coffee.
They probably will.
Yeah.
They probably will.
They actually have my friend Sonny. She sells these really amazing bars of soap. And now they're actually selling them inside their store. So if you want to get a fantastic bar of soap,
cool.
Sonny's, oh my God, they're so amazing. I'll come home from work working in the kitchen, and then I'll bathe with it, and I smell like a human again. I'm like, this is just,
what's the name of the soap?
I think it's Sonny's.
Sonny's?
It's SONI, and it's on Facebook. She's amazing.
Oh, cool. I'll have to check it out.
Yeah, serious. It's good for your balls, too, Give them a tug.
I got the nut rub for that. Thank you to Utica Coffee. Also, thank you to Saranac Brewery, too, for sponsoring us here. Tomorrow, I'll be back with the Uncle Louie Variety Show for the members only. And we're releasing a new podcast coming up really, really soon called Hold the Sarcasm. So that's coming up really, really soon. I'm looking forward to dropping that on you guys really soon. And also, I got to give a shout out to everybody that's been voting for us. We're up for a Sammy Award. So you could go to SyracuseAreaMusic.com and you can vote for Disruption Network Local Music Monday in the live stream event category. You can vote every day. So thank you to everybody that has been voting every day. I know there's been a lot of people out there voting, and keep those votes coming in because we did make it to the Sweet 16, and hopefully we can move on to the Elite 8 and the Final 4, and who knows, maybe we'll be bringing home that black trophy that I've always wanted. So I hope so. I hope so. I'm up against all my friends. It's hilarious to look at the list of people. I'm like, oh, that's my buddy. It's all right.
At least they're people you like.
I love them all. Yeah. So I'm happy for whoever wins that category for sure. It's a tight-knit category, that's for damn sure. So go to SyracuseAreaMusic.com and vote for Local Music Monday in the live stream event category. Yeah, it's pretty cool, man. I'm very excited to be thought of and nominated and to be considered in this run.
You got something going.
I don't know about all that.
Kind of. You let me come on the show. I don't know why.
I don't know why either, but it was fun.
Whatever.
I don't know what we talked about.
Me either. I don't know where I'm at. Where am I?
Where am I? Jenny Red, thanks for coming on. This has been fun.
Thanks.
And thank you to your sidekick over here for bringing her down and
she doesn't really talk
saying
much.
Anything. Right.
Yeah,
she doesn't.
great.
She's like the guy on the couch. You know the guy on the couch?
Yes.
He just sits there and lays on the couch all day. That's your sidekick over there.
Yeah.
Wow, she laughed.
Oh
my
shit.
God.
She's awake.
We got to go.
Holy shit.
We got to go. We're
All
out
right,
later.